We have a fairly long list today, comprehensive list of things. I gotta put those carburetor parts on right there. These are for my Weber True 2-barrel. Oops, just on the floor. Gotta put these in every year or two because it starts running weird. So you gotta get that diaphragm there, and this diaphragm here, and gotta change those. I don't run any ethanol, but your results will vary depending on what Weber you have. So let's see, I'm gonna weld this today. I'm not gonna do the other valence until I show what it looks like. I'm doing some hydro work here. I decided just to do all of it. This is a tandem system. It's after 1968, so the Brake Master is a tandem system. It just feels like time. And I'm gonna kind of overall make better use of my space here because I'm gonna start keeping Daphne inside and the smaller tractor, get him out from under the shed back there. So that's gonna be today. So I've got my denatured alcohol ready to run through the clutch system. It's a country thing down there on that Mustang 5-speed, and this is a TRW. I got the best I could at the time. It seems to be working fine. It's just that it does seem to leak a little bit, and it does seem to get dirty kind of real quick. So we're gonna go with the SL6 stuff here and flush it out, and then redo it. And I'll do my little trick with the around the world. Oh, I forgot this. I don't know if I can do this. Thanks, John, for the sticker. Oh, there's that thing. Oh, can't do it. Okay, I think I forgot this, but let me get a light and put here. Hang on a minute. As I remember, this definitely calls for a light. I'll just lay it down and do like that. That's good enough. All right, so I think, as my memory serves, I cut myself a little access panel right here, and I did, and there is, I think, how did I do that? Oh, I got that plastic here. I think that was, I don't know what good that plastic is doing me other than being flammable, but there she is. There she is right there. And, oh, that's a good picture of it. I didn't know. I gotta see if I've got another bleeder nipple like that. I think that's 3/8, but we're gonna have to go under and get it. So, yeah, that'll make it a little easier to bleed is the point of all this. Got a pretty good system there. I'm going to be changing these in both the Bonneville and this car, and hopefully they'll work. These just don't work at all. They're terrible. P-O-O. Never better words for those. A lot of people got the same action I did, like 3 or 4 minutes, and then it fails. I quite fortunately have a bunch of bleeder screws, and this one's sort of beat up. It's got a little ring around the collar there. So let's and I found one of those. So let's put this one in. Got to put some yellow tape on it, and then we're going to do some welding. I got to set up for that. Hang on. All right, you hear the welder going. I had a few suggestions that I try to perhaps show my work a little more, even though it is somewhat redundant, so I'm going to try. I've got my nozzle all, gas turned on, nozzle all purged, and all of that good stuff. Didn't see much of that, but it's all right. So this is my technique for doing this. I'm on hot enough, I'm on pretty high, pretty good feed. Now my technique for doing this is keep that handy. See, that's why, because you don't want to start out with that much of the thing. And I've got my grounding thing going, and I'll do 2 of these at a time, and I'm just going to run right across there. And I just hold it like this. So, ready? Me too. Sometimes it's better than others, isn't it? This is not exactly a rusty bit, but it's pretty rusty. Ready? Oop, it popped off. This is part of what you go through. It's just part of it. I think I'll grab it the sleeve. Like that, make it a little better. A couple of misfires here. That's the way it goes. Alright, try not to waste wire, but it's good to get the shielding gas out, right? Just not starting, is it? Sometimes it's like that. Just not going. Sometimes. Okay, big blob there. Okay, big blob there. Probably not hot enough. Yeah, I think it's hot enough. Okay, 1 blob down. 3 to go. I know you shouldn't do that, but I'll do it. Okay, that's good enough for government work there. Let's, this is not going to be seen in any way, so I'm not concerned about it at all. That's a good one there. Feel like Chucky 2009 here. Come on, baby. Said Chucky's a better welder. Oh, that's just perfect there. It's like when I was thinking ill of myself. Okay, that's got to sit there and cool for a long time. So there you go. And just turn the gas off and thing off, and then I'll just wait for that to cool off, and we'll install that thing, clean out the bearings and all that stuff. What fun, huh? Well, I'm a welder, you know. Very bad one, but I can still get away with it. I promised I would show this, so this is a little side note because I said I would. I will. So we got a little bit of a burn pile here today. Let's not make a potato gun out of this thing. But here we go. There you go. There it goes. Paid a lot of money for those plans. But time for them to go. Time for it to go. I'm going to make sure that they burn real good. Kind of nervous about getting it in there. So let's get some of this here. That ought to do it. I'm upwind. And here we go. There you are. Ooh, let's get that away from there. It's not too smart, huh? All right. Little ceremony here. All right. I guess I need to get my cell phone out on this too. Okay, well, that's it. The problems just keep coming. So I found that when you put this thing on here, so you get all that play, well, that's going to throw you out of balance. I mean, whatever little bit it does, it does. So I put some black tape here and here, and it goes. And see, now you got a little space here and here. At least it centralizes it a little bit. So there you go. That's sheesh, all damn day long, ain't it? Okay, see the light underneath there? Okay, well hopefully I'll be able to show you what's going on. I cleaned that out very best I could. I've already changed all this fluid. And this thing don't hold much, but okay, boy, that looks good and clean. So the bleeder is closed, but that doesn't necessarily mean you can't do a little something there. That thing's mighty slippery. Bubble, bubble. Bubble. Okay, let me do my setup. I got a couple of bubbles out of there. Let me do my setup and show you what it is. I think y'all saw it before, but on the TR4, but it didn't work out so well. It worked out well, but I mean, it did okay. Now it looks pretty clean. I rinsed it out with denatured alcohol. And so anyway, let's see. Guess I'll set it up and then show you. Let's do it that way. So we got to, I got my tape going around the reservoir and then held on by a pull tie. I'm going to go right to the top there. Now underneath here, I have this long hose going to in there. And you can see the way I got it. I got the wrench on it and everything. And then we're going to take these hemostats off. And we're going to let things happen. And I'm going to try not to look at it bubbling away. It's just bubbling and I'm not doing anything. So I'll take that. Long as it don't run out. Look at it, taking it. I got a little red cloth down in there catching the overage. Well, that was a positive. Let's let it, I'm going to let it just sort of bubble out there. Okay. Got a big week this week. Got lots of stuff happening. Okay. See that coming up right there? Don't tell me that's all it is. That could be all that it is. This is a very, very small system. I can feel that it feels good even. There comes some air. Here she comes. Yep, you can watch them dancing up here just like the little bears. There comes the air bubbles. Okay, now we're getting a little low there. Same as it ever was. Okay. And now, no more dancing bubbles. They seem to all be gone. And I wanted to, here comes some more. I don't think that it matters that I bring them all the way up. I just want to show you. See? There you go. Don't push too hard or you'll blow the hose off. And then this will drain very quickly. And then you get to do it all over again, okay? Try not to hook your feet on the tube. All right, and I don't think I need to, I'll tell you why. I don't think I need to put any more fluid in there, and I'll show you why in a minute. Okay, so now you get your hemostats, and you try not to make too big of a mess inside of here. It's gonna kind of hurt my... Okay, so we're going to put the hemostats on, and now we're going to... Well, I thought I was going to put the hemostats on. There you go, I did. Okay, now you go back up in here and you tighten that thing up. And I got like little tiny bits of an inch here. To get that tight. Now I feel a lot better about this. Because, well, maybe I'm there. This is so flipping hard to do. You know, Lucy generally lives up to her name. She is just the devil to work on. Old Lucifer here. So now we can pull this off and try not to spill any. You don't want it to overfill. But I do need both hands here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let this hemostat off and just let some of this fluid back in there till it tops it up. Basically all I'm going to do, but I do need both hands to do that. Because I got to get the wire cutters, okay. Alright, out of gear. And I usually like to give her a few pumps before I crank her. Go, and then you give her the gas. Clicky, clicky, clicky. I don't think we're gonna need any choke today. Give her a few pumps because this is an actual carburetor. Here we go. Now that's the lift vibrating. Let's see if we can get the light to go out. Those are the cables under the right runner. Okay, perfection, and make sure this doesn't work. It's AEM, it'll just say heat and then L whatever. I know, the lift is a little annoying, isn't it? Well, let's take a look at this. See, I mean, that's pretty good right there. I'll take that. Now see, I actually might be able to bring her back some. I didn't think about that. And that one, as you can tell, you can see that one kind of vibrating. Kind of makes the guy feel bad, makes you look kind of dumb. You don't want pieces on your car vibrating around like that, now do you? Let's see what this one does about, I don't know, I've already drilled the holes. Boy, them cables. Yeah, it'd be nice if I could bring that in a little bit. Kind of make, I might put another screw in it just to make it do that. Oh, it never ends. I just keep wanting to try to make it better. Let's see if this one folds in a little bit. Yeah, I might could screw that one in some. Okay. Ooh, I don't want to get her too hot. I might noise you there. Don't want to get her too hot because I've got to put those carburetor parts on. Might have those a mite tight there. All right. I'm sure something's missing here and I can go look it up, but I'm not gonna. There are these little brackets and you can adjust them with a 7/16 and there's a bolt under here. So I just got the old drill here and drilled a hole here and here. And I found these little packets of screws here and these little backup pieces, which you really don't need. And I'll show you what happens. I loosened up my first idea, my first long bolts, and then I just did this, and it pulls it real tight. So it's real tight now. It's almost like these little brackets. Somebody put them there for me. So I don't know I don't know. I don't know what the hardware situation is, but I know what it is now. So we'll pull the bonnet down in just a second. We'll see how it looks. It's a nice little fix. I'm digging it. I couldn't think of what to do, so don't laugh at me. But I welded on some bolts. I weld, you know, and well, I don't know. Had to think of something, and a little bit, you know, welding can be kind of tricky, but it's just a little spacer, and looks like I got a little flash rusting there. I had my gases on. Let's put some fluid film on that. How about that? Did I thought I hadn't dropped the bonnet yet? I got all carried away. Let me drop the bonnet down and show you what the valences look like. God, I just forgot all about it. I realize that don't look great, but anyway, let's bolt everything up and drop the bonnet, and we'll just do a full walk around, and we'll drop her down and do that. I think I'm ready to roll here. I hadn't really checked the clutch and anything, but we'll just do a little final shot here in a shot or two. Okay, so let's check everything. Those cables rattling. Boy, that looks better. Look at that, and it's just as solid as it can be, and it straightened it out. I don't know what those brackets were doing there, but I'm so happy. That stuff like that seldom happens in this world. And that one's a little bit kind of down, but I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to redo everything just for that, but it ain't exactly great, but it's okay. So let's look at the back, and let's see what that looks like. I can't take it out right now because I hadn't done the carburetor work. Yeah, those are a lot better. Those aren't droopy dog anymore. All right, yes sir. And you can see the bolts, and then if you're looking for them. Okay, let's see if the clutch works, and then I've got to go. I've got to go work on a couple old diesel trucks tonight. So let's find out. Oh, I'll leave that off. That goes off automatic like anyway. Okay, let's give her the gun here. We're out of gear, right? Okay. Well, let's see if she goes into gear. Oops. Oh yeah, just fine. Let's go into reverses. I know I didn't misplace it, but I just was, yeah, it goes into gear fine. So let's make sure she catches. Yeah, she catches nice. She catches about, you know, an inch or two off the top there maybe. So okay, let's not bother anymore. So let's I gotta go. I'm used to having that on, other than keeping the sensor from tearing up. I can't wait. I'm supposed to get that odometer one tomorrow, so I hope it comes. What an interesting day. So we'll see if we can have an interesting night. Okay, more later, more tomorrow. We'll finish it up tomorrow. Can't do it now. I do want to include this Weber stuff. As some of you may know, this old Spitfire is a shaker. I had to cut this hole in the bonnet to, yeah, it's windy a little bit. Let's see if I can get this thing up one-handed. I just can't spring for the money to put the gas shocks in this. So this is where we're going today. We're going to put these things in because every year or two you got to. So this came with that really nasty looking Weber rectangular air filter. So I made this out of fiberglass. This is of course the Edelbrock version of that. And those are 5/16 bolts. We're going to get in there and we're going to change these things out. And I think this is a 32-38 Weber synchronized. See, it's synchronized. It's not the progressive twos. You know, this is a true all the time 2-barrel is what I'm trying to get to. And trying to get all understanding I can here of this thing. I got to get that air cleaner cover off. And I'm going to go into something real fun here in a little bit on the next video. Next video is going to be relatively short. So let's get this off and see where I'm standing, because I don't think there's anything hooked to the air cleaner. I don't usually run those. I don't destroy my carburetors by running EGR gases back up to them from the crankcase. Dumb. Never do that on these old cars. I would say this almost warrants a separate video, but I said I'd do it, so I will. So anyhow, you got to take the top off to put the power valve in, and so you got to disconnect the gas. Boy, howdy! And here is that little clip there. That little E clip. Okay, it's not focusing. There you go. And just leave that on your magnet. Okay, and that goes way down in here. That goes on that little thing right there. This little arm. Now, so I put a little cloth down there in case I drop that E-clip, and I put a magnet on it too. But we're going into right here. So get your bearings for the diaphragm. And if you want to do the power valve, which I recommend that you do, you got to take the top off because it's right there. And this gives you a chance to look down in there, clean that out, and see how dirty your carburetor is. I probably will spray this with, I wonder what possessed me to stick with the foam, they call that, floats. I think I've got some back there. I've got some brass ones, but they brass floats, and they just didn't seem to perform as well. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. It doesn't seem to be loading up. Hopefully we'll have a decent air mixture device pretty soon. Now, this is a great time to see the old Edelbrock 1099 foam air cleaner, which I am not I'm not thrilled by, and that's one of the reasons I put the big Edelbrock beautiful fabric one on the bottom when I rebuilt that 389. So it's a good time to clean all this up, and let's go ahead and just take this. This is a very careful work. I tell you what, I got to make a little place for it, so let's do that. Okay, it's got to be careful. Carburetor, you know. So I got her upside down here. You got to pull this pin right here, and then your floats will go there, and then you sort of. Oh, try not to lose your needle and seat. Hold everything steady and shake them about next to your ear. And if there's no sloshing, you're probably in pretty good shape. And then here's your power valve. Look how clean. It's pretty clean in there. Don't spray this anywhere near anything that you value. Actually, a little afraid of it right there. Let's go ahead and turn. I might go ahead and take this off and then spray it. So let's do it that way. So a little gentle tap, and this will release. And it's got the red coil on. I don't think it makes that much difference. I always pick out a cloth that has the most dog and cat hair on it. I don't know where this came from, but I hadn't had a dog or a cat in a long time. So then you got this stuff, and then you hit it both ways. Back from your camera, of course. And let's just see what we get out of it. Oh, I already see dirt. This was a clean cloth here moments ago. And let's try to, ooh, just sprayed it all over the TR4. Okay, well, it'll be all right. Probably the best thing to do there is nothing. We all make mistakes. So let's see what kind of dirt we got out of that. See if I can get some dog hair on my fingers there. Okay, and then that's the dirt we got out of there. I would say that's a decent amount of dirt. And then we'll put this back together and put it back over. So what we want to do here is, of course, wipe out the float bowl. Now, you can clean this now. I would say I don't probably need to run the carburetor cleaner through it to get any additional dirt out of it. So I hope I didn't hurt the TR4 any, but that's okay if I did. These things happen. Now you might notice that when you do this, this cloth is going to be a mite flammable. Yeah, there was some dirt in there. Just put that there. And okay, I know I'm moving around a lot, but I'm a moving around a lot kind of dude. Okay, so the jets look all nice and clear. Everything looks good here. So there's your little power valve thing there, and it's moving about fine. This is a lot easier to get to now when you got it right there. So clean this off. Now it's very flammable now. Everything running down your finger. Yuck. I know, you ought to have gloves on. Okay, let's pull this thing off. So I got the little screws out with this bit and my little tiny, little itty tiny little tool for those things. So the little gas shot up in there as it should. And then you pull this off like that. And then you pull this loose, right? See the gas going in there from just playing with the thing? Probably a good idea to get your razor, your knife out and get that off. But we'll do that right here in a minute. Okay, so just take a picture of things if you feel like this is your first time. Or watch this video. Okay, you will find a little spring in there. It is right here, and then get your nice clean blade and go across this and just make sure it's very smooth and very clean. Okay, you can put some more cleaner on there if you want to. And then I did find that I had brass floats, but I'm not. There's the man. Okay, what could it be? It's the autometer wideband ratio thing, and that's going to go. I'm going to try one of these, and hopefully this one works. And we're going to try that one in the Bible, so that'll be the next video. So that just got here, so cool. Let's get back to our topic here. All right, so just as careful as you can. Get in there and tighten them up, and make sure your little arm down there, that little arm right there, make sure that that's moving as it should. That feels better, okay? And so let's put the power valve on it. We're going to clean out this filter. I'm not going to show that, of course. And then we're going to start her up and do a little run with her. And I think that's okay. That's all right. Supposed to oil these. I've got some oil over there, don't I? I don't know. That's sort of a mixed bag of ideas. Some people oil them, some people don't. I think I got some. There it is. Yeah, air filter oil. Got some right there. Okay, let's put the power valve back in it, and we are ready to go there. There's the old stuff. There's that thing that I don't need, and then there's this. Okay. Okay. I once rebuilt this guy's front brake system down the street. Kid had a white truck, and I was trying to show him everything I was doing, so he could learn his way around things, and he was far more interested in how I opened bags with one hand. That fascinated him. He didn't care about anything else I did. Okay, well, can't have everything. So there is that thing there. Did that have the? I don't remember that on this one. Wait a minute. What's Oh, oh, I forgot that. Yeah, it has a little You got to be careful about this. Oh, I forgot this. I'm glad I noticed it. Let's see if we can get you steady. Imagine me with a steady cam, huh? So this little thing here is nothing but you got to hold your finger over it and then pull the grenade pin here. See, it comes right on out of there. You can actually just push up a little bit with your pinky, your little bent pinkies like I have, and you pull that pin right there. So that's very important to do that. Okay, and then she kind of wants to tuck in on you, so you got to kind of assemble it right now. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that without you. Okay, so I've got the power valve and the float reinstalled, and you kind of want to go at it, you know, like this. You don't want that pin moving around on you. Oh, and you got to make sure this is up right here for your choke mechanism. Make sure everything's staying in alignment. And the pin looks good. Everything looks good. Clean as it looks anyway. No, don't move on me. Okay, thank you. And you just line it all up. And I got pretty lucky there. Okay. So what I'm going to do at this point, I can feel a little pressure on that, which is cool. So I'm going to put these screws back in here and get her firm, and then I'm going to try like the devil and get that little thing right there on. Wish me luck. So this is my technique for starting. Once again, you might want to stuff something down your carburetor throats there. I'm not going to, but I am definitely going to need both hands to get that in, so more in a minute. Got lucky. Got to depend on luck sometime, but it's right there in place, right there. And I actually got it to clip down and then use the sides of the hemostats to force it on in there. I kind of went at it this way, and she went click, and so now she's working. Woo! That's always a relief. So go around, and I didn't put these on real tight, so I'm going to now. All right, let's. I think I've done enough. Let's lose this little piece of cloth right there, little piece of paper. So let's clean up the air filter, put it back together, give her a test start, back her out, and do our final test drive. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera in the seat. That'll do. That's all we got. Oh, one more thing. Sorry. So don't save those. Just get rid of them. They're gone. Okay. Oh, let's go ahead and put this on so we don't forget. Okay. Okay, she's oil primed and gas primed. Gas doesn't seem to be leaking everywhere. Okay, we're sure we're out of gear. Okay, so I'll give her a couple of pumps. It is kind of a chilly morning. Yeah, she's already responding better, I can tell you that. Such a shame you got to change parts out so much just because there's not what they used to be, but you can turn that on, try to at least save the sensor. So let's head them up, move them out here. All right, that's a pretty good run. We're gonna just do one little walk around here. And, let's see if I can sort this out. Okay, we're gonna walk around, and then that'll be the end of this. So don't forget to pump up your brakes and all of that good stuff. And you don't want to go down the road with no brakes. You have to, whenever you put pads in or mess with the calipers, you might have put a little note right here to remind yourself to do that. So let's just put her here. This is probably not the most picturesque place, but it's okay. Now this is centigrade water, not Fahrenheit water. Okay, she's not gonna go anywhere. All right, let's close the door and we'll do a little walk around. I gotta tell you, she handled like a dream. Much better. The wheel wells look better. The bumpers look better. Yeah, those bumpers, that really helps. Sounds good, doesn't she? And the bumpers look nice and straight. Well, I'm really happy about that. Don't have a bunch of vibrating noises and vibrating car parts. And the valence looks good. Let me turn the wheel straight, and then we'll see what things look like here. Okay. Yeah, that looks just terrific. No scraping and no problems. It just that just looks good. That just looks just racy. But it's scared. Okay. Digging it. Looks like maybe the bonnet's a little off, but nobody's going to notice that but me. But anyway, let's change to another video. It's going to be about some kind of new kind of pads that I want to put on here. Okay, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll talking later on about these new kind of fancy pads I heard about. Hope it works. So what if it don't work? Worth the shot. Bye-bye.